Welcome to the second of Thrud Gaming Battle Reports. Today we are at the Pit Gaming shop, Borhamwood, and we'll be recording the game again between me and James. We'll be playing looting scenario. We are already deployed and the objectives are already on the table. I'm running the Jervis Tech Mad Hatter list with Deadshot, Suicide Squad Deadshot, a bunch of Two-Face goons, which is a Moton Rotor, Toot and Poop, followed with Lil Spark and Almighty LexCorp Heavy Trooper. The equipment taken is broken equipment from the Tech list, which I already used to destroy one of the upgrades giving the Inspire Fear on the one henchman. On the other side we have James running Scarecrow with Enchantress, or shall I say Enchantress with Scarecrow, a Militia rocket launcher, a Militia Brute 1 with the sticks, the high security henchman, which is hidden, and the Bodyguard henchman, also known as Prisoner 04.
My hidden model is going to be deployed here, making sure Martin's going to just check that I'm outside of 12 inches or line of sight from any particular individual.
I don't think I can see him. For the strategies, we went for additional objective each, and James went for additional sewer, and I went for weird crew for the Mad Hatter making Deadshot henchman. Hopefully I will make him run faster, because of Inspire and follow-up from the models.
Yep, and I went with extra objective. We're talking about strategies, yeah? Yeah, I went with extra objective. And I went with an extra sewer marker. The idea and the intent is to have more options for my guys to pop out and then Scarecrow to scare everybody.
The objectives are an ammo, 2 Titans, and ammo. Both ammos are mine, Titan is mine, the other Titan is James's. Then, on the other side, we have my medical supplies, James's medical supplies, James' ammo that looks suspiciously like medical crate, but it is ammo. It is ammo, it's a healing ammo. And there is one more medical supplies right here that belongs to James. Right?
Yep, perfect. At which point, Martin's going to take the bag.
Oh, yes.
And reveal who is going first.
And the bag is established. The blue is me, because I'm mastermind. And that is you.
Fantastic.
Which is good. The first turn, losing dice from the bag is brilliant.
Actually, it's not a great thing. Going first turn. I get the option of going second.
You have the option of going second.
And to be honest, first turn, second is probably a good idea, particularly with Scarecrow, because I want to see what he's doing and be the last to activate. So I will be going second.
The first activation is going to be Jervis Tech himself. He's going to inspire dudes around him. And afterwards he's going to move using 2 movement counters. 4 and 4. And he's going to try to mind control his high security henchman. So, James.
That's mind control.
Right. And because I'm stupid, that means he's not gonna shoot him. So, because he can't do much else, he's just gonna not do anything else.
At which point I choose to pass.
Activate Toot, and Toot is gonna spend 2 of his movement counters and he's gonna run screaming as fast as he can with his little legs 8 inches toward my objective. That's the activation. Actually, he's gonna touch that and no, there's no reason to crouch. Alright, that's it.
At which point I will pass for the second time and only time I can.
God. Alright, so because that is easy, high security henchman. Do you have anything allocated in your movement?
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
So he's allocated at 2.
That is very good. He's going to spend 2 of his movement and he's going to move 8. Like so. So he's not touching it. Right, that's him done.
That's him done. At which point I will activate...
He's more than 4, right? Yeah, he is.
Bodyguard. And Bodyguard will do nothing. Back to mine.
Alright, Rotter. Rotter is gonna do first. Let's go. Sorry, not let's go. Follow me. To add some dice to everybody around him, which is everybody actually with. So everybody around him. And afterwards, he's gonna move his 3, which is gonna be 10.
So just to check that high security guy is mine now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Right, and afterwards he's gonna shoot high security guard. And you'll get no pings because there's nothing to get ping from. And the die. It's a single die, and it misses.
And it misses!
Right, that's his activation done.
High security is a boss. So I'm going to activate the Militia 4 with the rocket launcher, and he's going to move himself 8 inches forwards, making sure that he is outside of the lamp, if possible.
And so you can move.
So the best he'll get would be to there, to be outside of the lamp.
Next activation is gonna be Motum. Motum is gonna use his all amazing movement and fast to just leg the 14 inches to him. Yeah, that's like an inch spare. We're gonna ignore the thingy. Alright, he's gonna go like so, I guess. He's gonna still, right, like this. And he's gonna smack him. He's gonna smack him 3 times. Right, you wanna do this. Hit him on 3s. Hit him in twice. Handy. No.
3 in defense.
Sorry, that's I don't know why I rolled that.
Your strength is, your attack is?
Attack 3. 3's to block.
3 blocks.
He blocked the out of him.
I'm going to activate Militia Brutes. He's going to jump in this sewer, move forward, pop up to this side here. On the shop. And that's his activation.
Next activation is going to be Lex Trooper Heavy, and he's going to start by shooting the high security henchman with his beam gun, with his laser cannon, which is in range, and because he's within 12, it's just going to try to murder him. Right, that is 4 dice, because he is rate of fire 4 for some unknown reason. And he hits through 4 times.
Oy, oy, oy.
And that is 4 pings over 6+ because of beam.
And I'm going to roll 4 6s. Because
No, you won't.
it's on screen. No, that's nothing.
No, this, right, like that. The black one is gonna be the collateral. Actually, no. Let's actually be honest. The red one is gonna be collateral, and that is 6 blood and a stun.
And he has 8 endurance, so he is now on 6 blood and 1 stun. He is still alive, but nearly dead.
Right.
I'm going to activate Scarecrow, and he's going to use the secret laboratory ability connected to Inspire Fear to use fear through one of the 2 characters I've chosen. I've chosen High Security and the Militia Brute this time. It will be the High Security prisoner, and that forces Martin to do a willpower check on his axe dude.
Which is a 5 or less. He failed by 1.
The laboratory equipment also reduces the willpower of the person it affects by 2, which actually means that he is scared and terror, which will affect his willpower going into the next turn.
I'm gonna activate Poop. Poop is gonna spend 4 counters from movement. Actually, he's gonna just spend 1 counter from movement and 1 counter from special. He's gonna jump into the sewers and pop out right there.
I'm going to activate Enchantress. She's going to cast both Black Shadows, and when she gets to the right place, she'll cast Black Pain, which will affect 2 dudes within 8 inches of her and of line of sight. Her intent is to move from here to be on the objective.
My objective.
My objective.
Oh, she's...
Yeah, she's going to go into my objective.
Oh, she can go that far.
That's the intent. Yeah, so she can, but she has to use all her movement and gain the extra 6 inches to get there. We've pre-measured. Right. So the important thing is the rolls.
You want to start with Black Shadows to be sure that it happens.
Yes.
And afterwards move.
Yep, that sounds like a good idea. So I'll start with Black Shadows. It's 2 dice.
15, which needs a 7.
She needs a 7. Well, that's
we
not
love that.
that's not 7.
That means she takes a 1 blood damage, which is cancelled out by her invulnerability 2.
I don't know whether you wanted that to happen, man, because that means she's not going to be close enough to you. So she doesn't gain black shot. So this is right. So the history of that is mine's. I've played against mine probably about 10 times now with magic,
Yeah,
at least 10 times,
8,
and mine
10,
has not failed a magic roll once. The first time I'm rolling with Enchantress, she fails for the first time.
I'd rather be better than
Oh my word!
lucky than good.
Yep. So at which point that kind of changes everything for me. So she'll move as close as she can do. So she's going to use her. Yeah, that changes everything now. So she's got a 5 in movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then check you for that.
So she's going to move 9 inches forwards.
I'm gonna flip over this guy, vault about over him. That is 9, if you want to.
I'll be right in the light. Yeah, well, I'd rather not be in the light. That's probably a good idea. I'll be the other side of that. Outside of the lights. And am I within 8 inches of this dude?
Quite possibly.
So 5, 6, 7.
No.
Oh, how much did you move me forward?
9.
9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You can be within him, but then you're in the light.
I've got 2 more inches that I could use to potentially mind control him.
Your 9 is right, right, and then it puts you, but closest you can get is about.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, put it in the light. Put it in the light.
I don't think it changes anything for that.
No. It doesn't change anything for dead shots. So I put her in the light. That makes a difference. So she'll go in the lights, and she'll be in range of mind control for the Motum, that's the one. So mind control Motum for 2.
Right, and Motum is now willpower 5 because his terror only kicks in next round. He fails and he's yours.
He's mine for next turn.
He will need to drop a counter, but he has none, so.
And now she's going to attempt to magic bolt to Motum. And I need.
It's 12, 4.
Okay, just 4. That's 2 blood damage to Motum.
Right, 2 damage to Motum.
And that's
he actually needs a ping.
Oh yes, that's right. He does need a ping.
He pings it.
Ah.
Magic balance. Little Spark is gonna activate. Little Spark is gonna spend his 2 movement counters and 5 special counters that he got through Let's Go and Inspires, and he's gonna leg it to the pre-measured place next to my objective, next to my ammo. That's him.
And that's the and there's one more character. I've got nothing to play, and it goes straight to Deadshot.
Right, and we're gonna go with Deadshot. The reason why he is the last character and James has nothing to play is because I took over High Security Henchman and took his activation away somehow. I mean, in a way. Right, he's gonna go 8 to here. I was gonna put him with an 8. I'm pretty happy at that position, to be honest. Might actually go some more because he's a henchman. He is now movement stupid, so he might as well just go. What? He's 5 and 3, so he can go 14. He just went 8, so he can go. There we go. Right, and he's gonna shoot the high security henchman. Without going bullet time or anything, he's just gonna pop him once with the twin millimeter cannons. Rate of fire down to 1, hitting on 2s because of the ranged master, and the red one is collateral.
That's a 1.
Double blood.
Wrong one.
Red one is the collateral. Double blood, killing him.
That's killing him. And here you go, and that's 2 points.
That's 2 points. Alright, so the post-mortem of the turn is Deadshot sitting on Titan and Little Spark sitting on ammo, which scores me 5 additional points, and because I'm the first player to score 2 objectives in 1 round, adds additional 4 points, and I got 1 for the mind control on the high security henchman, and then 2 for the death of the high security henchman, putting me on 12 to James 0. Turn 2.
Paul, just pull it out. Just pull it out. Go on. Give me the at least if I go first. Come on, of the counters. If I go first, then there's a chance for something. Otherwise, I think this is going to be
So
a
you're
two-round
green,
game.
You're green, I'm blue, and I'm blue.
Oh,
That's
my
blue.
word.
That's me going first.
Ay, ay, ay. I've had enough of this.
After the allocation, turn 2, we're gonna start with Deadshot. Deadshot is allocated like usual for the turn, like so. He's gonna go bullet time, and afterwards he's gonna spend 2 of his attack of his 4 attack counters, and he's gonna proceed to shoot her the Enchantress with his guns, because that is epic name, guns. That is a terrible roll. Hit her once.
Ooh, and I will dodge that.
We'll dodge that.
I'm going to put 1 into the dodge because he's got another shot after this.
Balanced.
And she's going to dodge. Unfortunately, the movement is 3. Which isn't great.
50% chance. No.
It's over the dodge, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so,
you have to go below.
yeah. So she's not dodged, so you get that shot through.
Right, get the shot through, and the red one is the collateral again. Does blood and stun, which she ignores because of invulnerability. Right, afterwards he's gonna go and shoot her with the better of his guns, with a custom machine gun. Hopefully the shot is gonna be better. Looking for 3s. That is 3 hits.
2 in dodge.
Now, no dodges again, please.
Some couple of dodges. Oh my word!
Again,
Oh my word!
we like that. And the red one is gonna be collateral again. It's gonna be a 4 blood and a stun.
4 blood and a stun.
Right. Afterwards, he's gonna make a small advance. He's gonna move to the ammo. 2, 3, 4. And he's gonna reload his 4 shotgun, which is the guns. Right, and that's his activation done. So, because Deadshot is a henchman, due to the strategy I took from Jervis Tech, I'm gonna try to Let's Go LexCorp Heavy Trooper on a 4+.
Off the board.
Nope.
Oh, that's a bonus. I'm going to activate my Militia 4 with the rocket launcher. He's going to sidle, pre-measured, he's going to sidle his way up to here and shoot
Little spark.
a little spark on the head with the rocket, which also takes our man, Mr. Deadshot, hopefully at the same time. He gets +1 because of aim, so he hits on 2s.
Right. Like that. We're gonna go with LexCorp Heavy Trooper, who failed his Let's Go, but now he can do something about it. He's gonna clear his crouch because he's not crouching anymore, and afterwards he's gonna spend 2 action counters to shoot at the other guy, the other big guy. And the other big guy is definitely within 16 of his range, which is a medium range. You can see him because he's next to the lamppost, and he will get no pings because of beam and being large. So let's try to hit him. Rate of fire 4 because that gun is balanced. Hitting on 2s.
2s.
4 hits, no pings. Collateral. 3s now because of light armor.
Yes.
That is gonna be 8 blood.
Oh my word. That's, yep, take him off. This is the worst game ever. Enchantress will activate. She's going to move to hopefully get Black Shadows first. We worked out what...
7? No. Yeah, 7.
7! Oh my word.
No, she will take a blood. And because she already took damage, I was gonna actually take a blood.
5.
Is that killing her now?
No, 5, 6.
And 1 away.
1 away. Oh my word! This is the worst game ever. She can't. So now she didn't Black Shadows, so she can't actually get to base to be able to attack anybody. She can mind control Little Spark. That's what she'll do. She'll move as close to Little Spark as she possibly can do, and not base to base because we pre-measured, and attempt to mind control Little Spark.
He's a 5. He fails. He's
So
yours.
mind controlled Little Spark. He is mine.
And you need to drop a counter from him, which I guess you're gonna drop from attack.
Yeah, we'll drop from attack. So I've got the special.
Because you can keep the specials. Jervis Tech is gonna activate. He's gonna wobble his 4. So he is within 8 of both her and him. So, and afterwards he's gonna spend 1. Sorry, he's gonna spend 2 to mind control my little spark back. And James, please, 5s. That is
1
on 2d6.
I'll do d6.
He fails and he's back mine, and I gain a victory point because of that. Because James is a very good friend. He just gives me people back and let me score people. And afterwards he's gonna shoot Enchantress. Right, he has a 1-shot gun. Why wouldn't he try to shoot her? Winning on a 4. He hits her, obviously. A ping that she will get because of the Titan, in a way. She pings it, and that's him done, I guess. Yeah. He's happy to call it a day.
At which point, I have 2 people who can't do anything, because I've just lost the 2 people who can actually do anything in this game. And I have Motum. So let's activate the bodyguard, who's going to move 4 inches, because that's all he can do. 4 inches to about where the car is. And that's bodyguard done. You'll go.
Right, and we'll go straight up to Little Spark, who's back to me. And Little Spark, as far as I remember, I allocated him 1 in attack and 3 into special, which is gonna wobble slightly towards the Titan and the Enchantress, touching both of those. And he's gonna drop all 4 attacks onto Enchantress. So hitting her on force with handy. Hitting her 4 times. She has nothing in block as far as
nothing in defense.
Nothing in defense. So 4 times. The red one is a collateral. Giving her all the stuns in the world and taking her out.
But she is not
No,
casualty.
he's not killed now. Right, he's KO. She's KO. And that's him done.
So that's 5, 6, 7. And at which point I will activate Scarecrow, who has a movement of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to move 8 inches. To the other side of the car, and that's unfortunately Scarecrow's go.
Right, let's go.
Yep.
Poop. Poop will do what Poop usually does, and he's gonna run. He's gonna spend 2 counters and run up to there. Right, which is 8. And afterwards, he's gonna spend the last movement that he has, so that was 6, to jump down. Actually, I don't have any movement, so he's just gonna stay there. He
Just
can't-
watch the.
Yeah, he can't jump down because he has no movement to actually move over
the edge.
The ledge.
Yeah.
Also, you have to actually have a movement to jump down, so that's him.
Right, which leaves me with Motum. Motum is going to attack Little Spark in the back.
Little Spark in the back.
Because he's now yours.
Right. Here you go.
I get 3 dice.
Do you want to touch the objective or not? Because he'll be back to me.
I won't touch the
So you won't
objective.
touch
'Cause
the objective.
no.
Right?
Well, you're already touching the objective anyway. But
Yes, I
you
am.
might be knocked down.
I might be.
So hitting on 2, so that's 1. It's handy, I think.
Yes, he is.
So that's 3 hits.
Yes. And then force 2 wounds.
Nothing in block, yeah.
Nothing. No, he already spent them.
Force with wounds. It's actually the first wound roll I think I'm making. Isn't it?
Yes, you are. And he's gonna do a full blood
And knock down.
and knockdown. He's still alive. On the 1, because that's Little Spark.
And
Right?
done.
Right, we can go there. We can.
Anyone else?
Yes.
I'm done, so it's all you.
Right, so we're gonna go Toot, and Toot is gonna do what Toot does, and gonna run and score.
Okay, cool.
Leaving me with Rotter. That goes kind of away. And Rotter is gonna just, I guess, he's just gonna wobble. He can't do much else. I'm gonna go 4. 2 and 2. Put himself slightly in front of Tetch. And he's gonna shoot. The Enchantress.
On the floor.
Hitting her on a 4.
You need 2 blood to take her out.
It's
a
her.
hit.
Ping.
She needs to pass the pings. Well, that's a fail.
She doesn't.
To take her out.
And the red one is again collateral. No, that is definitely nothing.
Oh, I thought that would be nice then.
That's it. Collateral damage doesn't do
Nope.
damage. You have to make a recovery roll, right?
Okay.
Right. So recovery roll is for the Enchantress, and you need to fail it.
So to fail it,
chance.
to fail it, I need to roll higher than her endurance, which
So
is 7.
8 up.
So 8. Well, that is. So that's her endurance failed. So that's her not coming up. So we've just worked out now I may run away.
Yep.
What do I need to run away, Martin?
You need to do a willpower check on any model that is not KO that is still on the table, which for you the best chance would be Jonathan Crane.
It's a fail. And it's a fail! Oh no! I can't believe it! I'm running away. This is officially the worst game ever.
Magic, balance.
So explain that then, Martin. So what happened in this game?
So effectively
How did I lose?
Is, I don't know, it's just magic is shit. Like, magic is a terrible thing. Like, Mad Hatter is the most broken thing ever. Apparently. Like, the best thing in the world. No, effectively what happened is James had 2 pieces that were not taking part in the game because he had Scarecrow and the bodyguard that were kind of hiding in the back. And I just removed the pieces that he used to channel his Inspire Fear ASAP. And
would you say this is a problem with Scarecrow?
It is a problem with Scarecrow because he himself doesn't really want to be in the middle, so he needs to use the proxy.
Yeah, and if the proxies can only be henchmen,
proxy is a henchman.
I used the toughest henchman I possibly could do.
I mind controlled one, and it's even worse when you just go with Ivy and Bodge, and suddenly you have a problem with Ivy takes control and hypnotizes 2 of your henchmen, and Bodge quite possibly just kills Scarecrow turn 1, maybe even.
Yeah, I always find it very. I can never feel like Scarecrow is competitive at all. Whenever I play him, I've had some success with him, but even with this kind of list, even with Enchantress, who is undeniably strong, because you're losing 2 pieces, which cost added together. About a 90-ish? Yeah, about 90 points.
40 and 40.
No, I mean like the leader.
The leader.
Yeah, the leader, those 2, because they're
98 points.
98 points, because you've got to have a bodyguard with him.
Yep.
It means that you end up just being behind consistently in the amount of dudes you've got to take.
You don't have to, but
No.
it's really risky. Like I went for the risky list. I shouldn't need a bodyguard with my list. I just didn't go for it. Kind of. I hoped I'll be okay with dodges.
I mean, there were some terrible rolls in that game which didn't help, and it's just the fact I failed magic twice, and I've never seen it actually been failed against me means that that's not particularly typical. But then again, you'd argue that 7's 50%.
It's a 7.
So I should have failed half of the times I've taken it. I think it just so happens that
as
it was the same game.
The cards got the magic cards actually have the correct values.
Yeah.
As far as
yes, that's something to point out. And we were using the card values for this game,
Right, so-
which we are doing, and we're waiting for Night Models to actually state that that's the case in one of their documents, which would be nice, and then that'll help us. But until then, we are playing with the values and also the ping rules.
There is something that you could play differently for the next time. What you could take, because you went for the Black Shadows, and I know I've been trying to scare you away with Deadshot, and Deadshot is a brilliant counter to any magicians because he's just gonna eat them alive.
Oh yeah. I mean, talk about broken.
Yeah.
No one ever talks about Deadshot anymore.
Yeah, nobody talks about Deadshot anymore. Deadshot is still fine, and quite possibly one of the most broken models in the game. And he counters magicians brilliantly. Like, Enchantress can't really do much about him because he's endurance 8, so Black Shadows don't do anything. Her mind control is not terribly effective because he himself is an 8 with the reroll, and he gives a leadership around 8 inches as a bubble. And any direct damage he takes, even after that, he has Kevlar Vest, so he reduces it by 1. He's 8 endurance, and he doesn't really need that many counters except for the turn that when he goes bullet time. and his bullet time just kills and kills. But what I was about to say is with Enchantress, the Black Shadow is difficulty 15 now, so it's not the most effective. It's 50% chance,
yeah.
right? But it deals 1 damage, so when she's invulnerable, it's fine. But what she is now, she's a denial piece, so she is a large denial. She's 140 points denial piece, so she effectively does what Riddler does for 70.
Yeah.
She's a little more durable and she deals a lot more damage, but she might be the most balanced magician in the game.
I think now, with the change to Black Shadows, and that's something that's I've not really thought about in more detail, but with the change to Black Shadows and a couple of other kind of value changes, she's not casting all the time every day.
She will be casting, she just needs to cast Curse, which the Curse got actually reduced and is difficulty 11 now.
Is it? I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's cast on 3, and Curse is amazing.
Yeah,
what
Curse is good.
does is -1 movement, attack and defense, so you actually dodge worse. Like people will dodge worse against stuff, and then the model cannot spend special counters, so it kind of kills
bullet time.
Yeah, it kills bullet time.
Didn't think about that.
It kills the Hatter, right?
Yeah.
So it's a problem. It's a massive problem. Unfortunately,
I mean, so my result of this is basically Scarecrow is going to go back in to gather some more dust on my shelf like he has been in the past. I still can't take him to places. I still don't think I can use him. He's got some tools, but I think he still needs an update in comparison to others.
Take a spinning shot of the table.
Yeah, spinning shot at the table. So this is how it finishes. Scarecrow looking on at the devastation. A load of people in the centre who are knocked out. Most casualties on my side. I didn't have the numbers to count. And then this little dude here, who we haven't really talked about, but he did probably the most in this.
The man of the match.
In terms of points, I think he's definitely the best value. In this particular team, and he's something that I didn't really have a counter for because of the movement that I had. And the fact I was losing 2 pieces, I wasn't getting in his face. So, he's a significant piece, and the fact he's got 3 ammo to start off with, fires 4 times, he doesn't have to move. He's beamed, so you're getting 6s for your pings. So he can kind of sit back and just take some pot shots in the centre. And this was actually a really good setup for him, to be honest, because it was quite open and there was a lot of lights in the centre.
I mean, he was getting pings all the time. Like he like every time he shot, he was getting it like.
Oh yeah, the pings.
Everything was ping.
But with beams,
it was the 6s.
Exactly, with beams, it's not so good. In hindsight, maybe I should have split. I mean, I only had 6 dudes, which is another problem because something like the Scarecrow was, that maybe I should have gone heavy with Militia.
Not only you had 6 dudes, you also had 6 dudes. One of them is not fighting because he's a bodyguarding.
Yeah.
And one of them doesn't want to get in a fray because he has a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
The third one is a Scarecrow, and Scarecrow doesn't really want to be inside anyway.
Yeah.
So you're effectively left with 3 models, Enchantress and 2 models that are support.
So
all I need to do is kill 3 models.
So one of the reasons I took Scarecrow was because someone online, sorry I forgot your name, I'll pick it up and put it in the show notes, asked for me to show them how to play Scarecrow. Now, I don't think I've done that, so I apologise. I've shown you how not to play Scarecrow, and maybe, in the future, the best way of playing Scarecrow is not playing Scarecrow, and until there's some kind of alternate way of doing it.
There is a very simple solution to how to play Scarecrow. I can give you the recipe how to play any non-Brave and Bold crew. You start with any crew you want, and then you put Deadshot, Suicide Squad in.
Yeah, I could have put Deadshot in it, but I didn't want to do a Deadshot mirror.
You proceed with the rest of your list.
Yeah.
You actually do it completely different. If you're not running Brave and Bold, you start your list with Deadshot, Suicide Squad, and then you add models. Then you add leaders and choose. You probably want to also start with Little Spark. Little Spark and Deadshot, they always kind of go together. If you're playing any organized crime list, take him.
Yeah.
Take him. He is 500 funding, and with Deadshot together, these guys together are 150-ish points and 900 funding. And between themselves, they have 7 ammo, and one is ignoring pings most of the time, like Deadshot, except for his twin guns. And the other one has beam, and it's ignoring pings for most of the time. So, and when he's out of ammo, he's amazing. And a little combo for the organized crime, you can take a bulletproof vest on him.
Nice.
Which is in the new printed rulebook. It's not in a PDF, it's in a printed rulebook. You can take a bulletproof vest and have a medium armor, so you're being wounded on sixes by firearms. It hurts.
And with that, I think Thrud Wargaming going to sign off. That's another loss for me, and maybe at one point in the future I might actually do something of relevance in this, but we'll see. Maybe not.
Yes, and also big thank you to the
a big thank you to the pits. I'll just give a shot of the pit.
You're welcome.
Anything you want to say on that? On the
No, just come down the pit, have a game, and buy stuff.
Fantastic. All right, cheers, and see you later.